Bam, bam, bam. Yo, guys. It's been a while. It's been a long while. I don't exactly know what I'm going to be saying during this. Probably just give you a little update of what's going on and some opportunities for you guys to get involved with what I'm doing and what we can do as a group of people. Because it turns out there's still quite a cohesive group of us out there. If you haven't joined the Discord group yet, do it. If you are learning to be a professional poker player, you will find some like-minded people on there, no doubt. I will try and remember to leave a link. So other stuff that's going on. First of all, most importantly, I'm a very firm believer in facing your fears. And as you may be able to hear overhead, there's an airplane going over. And it turns out, as of about 3 years ago, I developed I don't know if it's very serious, it's hard to gauge compared to other people's. It feels very serious, fear of flying. And I love facing it. I love going onto a plane, knowing that my body's just gonna freak the fuck out, even though I know it's like 10 million to 1, it's more like 11 million to 1 if I'm checking it, that you can actually crash. Although with some other recent crashes, I don't know if that changes the statistics dramatically. Who knows this shit. Anyway, very unlikely, completely irrational fears. So, how does one face their fears head on? Well, in this case, they go skydiving. And I've posted on Instagram and on Facebook already, and that I'm gonna go skydiving, and if other people want to come join me, that would be sick, in London, or maybe somewhere in the UK, but probably in London, just because that seems to be where people gravitate towards. And yeah, so far we've got like 30 people who say they want to come. I imagine there's going to be like it's probably like 50 people actually, probably like a 50% actual turn-up rate, maybe like 30%. But it's still a decent number of people. A lot of people saying it's their first time, and I invite everyone. I don't know how many people we can fucking get skydiving, but if we just do it over a day and then just hang out for the rest of the day whilst everyone takes their turn, that sounds like a pretty cool day, right? Yeah, I agree it does. And other than that, another join-in thing that I've been doing some free one-on-one coaching. I've actually only done one so far, but I've got a line of like 10 people selected. I posted to Instagram and to Facebook, and about 500 people wanted in. It was very, very difficult. I didn't actually get to look at everyone. I was doing it kind of based on live reads, so I've been putting a lot of work recently into something that might sound a little bit wavy to some people. Skeptics might kind of turn their noses up at it. But I do believe you can tell a lot about a person by looking at their face if you train yourself in pattern recognition and some other kind of spiritual stuff that's out there. And when you can just like tell someone's got like kind eyes, or you can tell like, damn, that dude's been through some shit, you can just see sadness in someone's face, all of that kind of stuff. But I really do believe you can go deeper than that. A lot deeper. I'm not going to get into that, but anyway, I chose a bunch of people, and it's going to be content that most of which is going to be up on my very temporary site that my mum is actually making at the moment. She's kind of plowing away at very slowly at getting a website where I can just put up content, maybe like high level content, more analyses than I have been doing in the past. And yeah, let me know if that's shit you want to see. It's going to be like me just showing you how I would coach other people, how I do coach other people for an extremely cheap price. I mean, I've done it with Helena, I've done it with Adam, but I do believe this is going to be something a lot more unique. Because when you coach a lot of different people, you get to run into a lot of different leaks instead of just having the same student with the same leaks. And something I found, I believe that will be very instructive, and if people approach it correctly, they'll be able to reflect quite easily on the different people and their different techniques and how their minds work in comparison to those people's, etc. So if you're interested in that, let me know. I don't know. Well, I'm going to put it up, so we'll see. And another thing I've been thinking about is Zoom, which is the #1 technique and method I've given for poker players to kind of just like get real good at poker. It's getting tough, guys, I've got to be honest. I swear, like 2NL, 5NL, 10NL, 25NL, and 50NL seem so much tougher than they used to be. And even like 6 months ago, and I don't want to take credit for it too much. I feel like I've just directed a lot of people into it, and obviously poker's just kind of expanding into the professional realm anyway, but I don't know, people seem to be doing a lot of this shit that I was doing on the stream, so I apologize for that. And it's brought me to challenge my own beliefs and to maybe improve on the way that I would recommend people to learn poker, because before I was saying just like Zoom and then MTTs, and I found out I think there is a sweet middle ground in sit and goes that we can kind of utilize as a group before everyone else catches on. So yeah, I've directed Helena and Adam towards my two students, and George as well, who's joined the gang, towards sit and goes. And they seem to be doing really well. They're just ridiculously soft, insanely soft at the moment, especially in comparison to Zoom. And once they get good at that, they'll learn some ICM, they'll learn pre-flop stuff, like shoving ranges, 3-bet shoving ranges, dynamics, stuff like that. And then they'll have the post-flop analyses with the pre-flop and ICM analyses, be able to merge it together and finally make some money in tournaments, which is where the absolute softest fields are. So that is going to be in the next strat, and I was thinking about doing a masterclass. That would really depend on everyone's intrigue, and if you are interested, please do let me know in comments. Just by, even if it's just type in like one letter, just be like M, you know, just like just give me an M, just like something out there. The last one obviously did pretty damn well, and I have had a lot of interest in doing from people in doing MTT masterclasses, but I do believe that most of the people that follow me that want to be professional poker players, they're at the stage where MTTs, they're just not quite ready for it yet. So that's the progression. Then in the future I'll go for an MTT one. Also, by the way, I know I've had a lot of messages, and I'm sorry I haven't been able to keep up with them all. I tried to read all of them, and I really do appreciate people reaching out, really spilling out a lot of their personal informations and a lot of very deep and insightful topics about themselves or about how they see the world, and I really do appreciate that. A lot of people have shared their poker success with me, which, by the way, if you have shared like graphs with me or something, could you reshare it with me, because I'm building this site and need to have some like testimonials on there. Which I don't know how I feel about it, because maybe there are people that watch me and have just failed, and maybe it's like a bias thing. So I'll try and be as transparent as that and be like, guys, like, not everyone's going to be this good, but here's some dude that it worked for, in case that tickles your fantasy buds. So yeah, I wanna just be completely transparent about everything, man. I can't wait to share the site with you. I've got a real big team working 24/7 round the clock. Probably not that much, but they're working a lot on my social media / poker training / everything else in the world that you could possibly imagine training site. It's going to be a lot more expensive than I thought, and it's going to take quite a lot longer than I thought. It's now looking to be like 2 to 3 to 4 to 500k perhaps, and I'm paying for it all myself. So, you know, it's an investment. I'm really putting my heart and soul into this. I really want to create something that's going to be useful for the world and useful on large. I gotta be honest, I want to be the next big social media. I want this to be it, and I want it to be a social media that's not addictive, that, you know, has less anonymity and less toxicity. I want a social media that's going to be productive, where people can come together, makes it very easy to find like-minded people and to grow and develop in professional ways as well as like spiritual ways and stuff like that. And I believe we're at a time, especially with a lot of the censorship stuff going on around the issues like free speech, where the world is just, they've just had enough. They've had enough of this shitty social media sites, and I think that there's going to be some competition of the new sites. Like Gab is pretty good, and I know there's a few others that really value free speech. I think Jordan Peterson's actually making one as well. So I hope we just manage to do it. Whoever it is, I hope that someone makes a real good social media site that isn't just money driven, you know, and that's what I kind of worry about the other competitors. Everyone's just out there to make money. Anyway, bit of a ramble, bit of a rant. Another thing I want to do, I want to go paintballing. Does anyone want to go paintballing in the next like few weeks? I have like 60 tickets that I bought on a whim, and I haven't used them yet, to go to the same place. So I might just like give out 30 of them for free. If anyone wants to go paintballing, that'd be sick. Yeah, I'm feeling a lot more social at the moment. I've kind of got a bit of my spark back, a bit of my spunk back in my bowels, and I realized that I got a bit serious, and it's something that had happened because I was in an abusive relationship for a while, and then because I felt so much responsibility on my back for Abundance, my charity, which is still planning ahead very nicely. I have such big hopes and dreams for abundance that to think of myself as like the figurehead for that is a bit like, fuck, I need to fucking work hard for this. And I realized that well, actually, Kathy helped me realize that I lost a lot of fun. Some people around me had also lost the fun in what they were doing, and so I just want to go out and have fun. And just the interactions I've had with people on the internet through my channel, through the Discord, through Instagram, not through Twitter. Fucking Twitter's toxic as fuck. Everything else in the world, even Facebook, great. It's just been amazing. I'd love to meet more of you guys and people that really, I don't know, speak out to me and reach out to me. And I always feel like I would love to meet people that feel like they would want to meet me. So yeah, let's go paintballing. And another one that I'm organizing is a group session with Kathy, which I won't be making any money from, just so get that out of the way so no one thinks that's the thing. Kathy will be making money because she deserves the money for what she can do. And the way I want to paint it is, so you would not imagine the stuff she can do, man. She is literally, she's a bag full of tricks they're not tricks, they're genuinely just the most insane, insightful, world-changing, life-changing things you could possibly imagine. Whether it's her meditations or whether it's her like diagnoses of fucking illnesses, or whether it's just like literally fucking anything, like spiritual insight into your mind, your psyche, and your soul. It's insanity the level of accuracy and specificity she can get from just like feeling your energy. And I've learned a lot more about that kind of stuff. I'm kind of like on my own journey to get better at some metaphysical things, but it's stuff that I try not to speak about too much because 90% of people that hear me say it would be like, that's fucking bullshit, innit? And modern science hasn't told them it's not bullshit, so they're not going to believe anything else. But anyway, I'm thinking about having a workshop with Kathy. I'm thinking about painting it as like a poker workshop, and maybe I can do some poker related stuff as well, but also with some Q&As and stuff, because people really seem to tune in and they really like learning about themselves and about the world and stuff like that. And she can fucking answer anything, man. It's crazy. Apparently I swear a lot now. Have I always done that? Maybe I have. So that will be in London as well as paintballing, and maybe I would charge like £100 and try and get like 20 of us going. Is that reasonable? I don't know. Maybe I might give out a few free seats just for lols if people can't afford it, but really can give a compelling argument of why they feel like it would be good if they came. Maybe people that are going to do good things with their money in the world. And that's what I really want from this. Last thing to say, I really want a community where people not only are becoming extremely competent and successful eventually in what they want to do, but people that along the way learn so much about themselves that they realize, and I think this is a realization that comes to almost anyone that thinks hard and long enough and in the right circumstances, that what's in their best interest is helping everyone. And I really do believe that as soon as you align all of your energy and your intentions and your focus towards wanting to just like maximize the EV of humanity in the world and plants and animals and stuff like that, you start to really understand and feel and experience how good life is meant to be. And I think as a society we kind of lost that. But I have realized that the people who have been gravitating towards me and towards, you know, the stuff I've been doing seem to be kind of like-minded in that sense, and it's led me to meet some beautiful people, and I'm sure it'll lead me to meet even more beautiful people. And that kind of kindness, that kind of selflessness, which is actually kind of selfish at the same time. I think selfishness is always like the best way to be selfish is to be selfless. It's contagious. Like you're around that stuff and you're like, damn, those people are having a real fucking good laugh in life, aren't they? They're really enjoying it, and they're doing good in the world, and they found meaning, and they found friends, and they found love, and people, they trust each other, and all that shit. It's so contagious. And I really want to start a community that's going to set a good example maybe for other people, and we can just grow and grow and grow and expand. Anyway, there's some of my dreams, some of my thoughts. I'm going to post up some poker stuff because it's been a while. I haven't posted anything to YouTube as well. I'll post up some free stuff. Let me know in the comments if there's anything specific, maybe one of the one-on-one coachings you like. Maybe you'd like to just see me play. Maybe you like some bankroll challenge footage, stuff like that. I'm also probably going to do a few podcasts just for lols. I got a couple lined up already. One tomorrow, Jesus Christ. which should be super fun, just with some random people. One of them's my friend, one of them's some dude I met on the internet that seems kind of interesting, and yeah, I feel pretty good, guys. It's good to be back, and I hope you can feel my genuine passion of wanting to just get involved with the community of people, whether it's the poker community or just like community at large, whoever's watching me, and hope to see you all soon, or at least a bunch of you. Peace.